Hi. Okay, website is one of the media tools which stores data and deliver the information to the people who are sitting in front of a computer. So we've got to at least get the idea of this word, multimedia. Okay, let's see what it is now. Oh, okay. Multimedia. Let's see. Multi means many, more than two, as you know. Media is the main part. Media are the communication outlets or tools used to store and deliver information or data. The term refers to components of the mass media communications industry, such as print media, publishing, news media, photography, cinema, broadcasting, and advertising. Okay, and there are three main types of media that you can communicate and deliver a message through. The first is print media, which includes paper flyers, paper magazines, newspapers, books, and brochures. And the second is broadcast media, which includes TV and radio contents with audio and videos and animations. And lastly, the third media is internet, which includes those interactive websites and online games and also social media advertisements or animated posters, etc. Multimedia design is the art of integrating multiple forms of media, as mentioned earlier. It is used in video games, information kiosks, websites, and many other interactive applications. So, the bottom line is for the slide, we are developing a multimedia content in this class. Okay, to design a product, for our case, a website that is useful for the users, we must learn the principles and methods on user experience designing. So, what is UX design? It is about designing the best experience for the users, as it says. Let's see more professional long description. Okay, user experience design is the process the design teams use to create products that provide meaningful and relevant experiences to users. Well, this involves the design of the entire process of acquiring and integrating the product, including aspects of branding, design, usability, and function. Okay, another one with different words. User experience design, UXD, UED, or XD. You can Google these, it's the same thing. And it is the process of manipulating user behavior through usability, usefulness, and desirability provided in the interaction with a product. Okay, let's see a little less eyes hurting slide with less text, shall we? Okay, UX itself means how people feel when they use a product or service. It is about people's experience of using a product. So, UX designing focuses on giving a better experience for the people who are using your website. So, we designers have got to know about people. Well, isn't that mean we need to study a bit of psychology? Yes, we do, but more like psychology of motion and feedbacks of users. Okay, the next thing we must learn is accessibility and usability. Okay, they are the main keywords in user experience designing. Why? Because a product should be accessible by all different types of people, regardless of gender, age, nationality, people with disabilities. All people should be able to use your website. Your whole family and your friends should be able to use your website to fulfill their tasks without any problem. The simplest example would be the airport wayfinding sign design we mentioned in the last lesson. All people have got to find the toilet by understanding the signage design, right? Okay, also what accessibility means. The product, your website, should be accessible in all types of medium and media, whether it's a desktop computer or a tablet or a mobile phone, or it should be accessible in slow network connection or in certain environment, like in a bus full of people staring over your shoulder, looking at your phone. Okay, so what about UX designers' job? What does UX designers do? Okay, you might ask, why is it important? So, what do they do? It is someone who investigates and analyzes how users feel about the product. Okay, they would check, does the site or application, does the product give the user value? Does the user find the site or application simple to use and navigate? Or does the user actually enjoy using the site or the application? So we UX designers have to ask these, at least check these three questions. Okay, UX and UI. UI meaning user interface design. They usually go together these days. So what user interface designing focuses on is design of the look and feel of the website product. Well, a bit complicated but accurate version of this explanation is user interface design is the process of making interfaces in software or computerized devices with a focus on looks or style. Designers aim to create designs users will find easy to use and pleasurable. One more, user interface design or user interface engineering is the design of user interfaces for machines and software such as computers, home appliances, mobile devices, and other electronic devices with the focus on maximizing usability and the user experience. The goal of user interface design is to make the user's interaction as simple and efficient as possible in terms of accomplishing user goals. Users. It is the user centered. The other keyword would be user centered design. Okay. Now, up until here, we have covered the basic ideas of what human, computer, interaction, design, user experience, user interface, and multimedia. We've covered these keywords for the last 2 or 3 lessons. Okay, so from this Venn diagram, we will be able to get the grasp of how these separate fields of study intersects with each other. Okay, user experience designing is this whole brown circle, which covers all these fields, as you can see. User experience design covers like software development, writing, motion design, computer communication design, digital signage, and these stuffs. Okay, user experience. Where do you see user interface design? Well, it's actually in the yellow circle with all the other fields, such as this yellow, such as the usability engineering, HCI, human computer interaction, ubiquitous computing, application design, these kind of things, these kind of studies. Okay, outside this UX and interaction design circle, we are in this computer science department. Also, these are a little bit outside of the user experience designing, but somehow interconnects with some of them. Those are industrial design, architecture design, and those kind of stuffs. Okay, now the important thing for this semester until today, you have defined the goal and purpose of your final project website, right? And learned some introduction of what this class is going to be learning. Okay, from now on, we will get into the principles and methods of UX designing. UX designing, okay, process, and start applying the principles to your own projects. And same with this UI, we will learn the principles and apply to our projects. The midterm exam will be about the principles and theories and descriptions covered until that time. After the midterm, we officially start designing and editing, drawing, prototyping, coding the projects. I mean, our projects with real design tools on a computer. So, if you have your own computer or laptop, that's cool. If you don't, and if you are working on someone else's computer, keep your work in a USB flash drive or online drive so that you won't lose any data, because your assignments are all connected to each other. You don't just do one assignment and submit and forget it. You will need your assignment A to do the assignment B. So keep everything in one place. You will study on your own most of the time about the design and programming tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, etc. Any other programs you want to learn. Also some coding, HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the high fidelity prototyping. Finally, we will have the project presentation as your final. Okay, today's classwork is download and install these programs and start studying on your own. Watch YouTube tutorials on these programs and these languages. There are tons of good and free tutorials you can follow through. They are much better than me, actually. Okay, and I know these programs are not free, but hey, you are computer science department students, if you know what I mean. Ask your juniors and seniors. Oh, actually, that is for today. We are learning a lot in the next starting from the next class, so be prepared. Okay.